What up, guys, and welcome to my review of Disney Pixar's Lightyear. I just came back from seeing the movie, and these are my first thoughts on it. First of all, if you haven't clicked now, make sure to like, subscribe, share, whatever you can to help the main show. Me and Gabe appreciate it. Alright, so here are my thoughts on Lightyear. This movie's been in the works for quite some time now. It stars Chris Evans taking on the role of Buzz Lightyear. Tim Allen used to play him back in the Toy Story trilogy, which is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. I think the fourth film that came a little bit after is solid, but those first three are pretty much perfect. And this is the movie that Andy would have seen in 1995 that made him beg his mom to get the Buzz Lightyear toy for his birthday. And yeah, this is a film that I was pretty excited for quite some time now, especially when I saw that first picture drop on Twitter. Chris Evans shared it. The movie also stars Keke Palmer in there, Taika Waititi, and Socks the Cat. Everybody loves Socks the Cat, and he steals the show in this film. So Lightyear is like Pixar going into space serial territory, right? It's a big, grand adventure. But I gotta say, I liked it. I didn't love it, and here's why. So I want to start off with the positives. I think Lightyear is beautiful to look at. The animation is incredible. It's also very funny and moving in parts. Those first 30 minutes are incredibly sad and also progressive too. They do something really cool with his commander that I think it was a really nice touch overall. But my problem with the movie definitely comes down to the execution of the villains, and I'll get into that in a minute. But I thought Socks the Cat was great. Kids are going to love that. They probably made a gazillion toys off of it already, right? Chris Evans was spectacular as Buzz. I thought he was hilarious. I thought he was funny. He nailed all the things he should nail that Tim Allen set forth. I also thought Keke Palmer was really fun in the small role that she had. And James Brolin, it was nice to see him in a role too as Zurg. So, as much as I really liked everybody in this, I did think the second half suffers. The first 30 minutes I was in, I thought it was perfect, right? I thought the mission was what they set up. I thought, okay, I'm on board with this. I thought it was moving, touching, all of that stuff. And the stuff with the rookie at the beginning, everything is like what you would want out of a Buzz Lightyear movie within the first 30 minutes. And then there's this time jump that happens, and you meet the new crew, and that's where Taika Waititi comes in. As much as I love the guy, kind of sick of him being in everything. Maybe give him a break. He's a great director. Let him go direct stuff. But overall, the supporting characters in the second half are, besides Keke Palmer, are kind of non-existent. And even Zurg's motivation in this is not something that I would have done personally. So overall, I thought, the second half of the movie was definitely where my criticisms really come in. And that's not to take away anything the first half sets up. I think this is a film that either way you're going to enjoy. I think it's funny. I think it's great to look at. Like I said, the animation is beautiful. Pixar never does anything wrong on the animation front. But in terms of a Buzz Lightyear story, I would have loved to see them do something weird, exciting, different, totally out there. This movie just plays everything way too safe for my liking. There was an old series I used to watch as a kid. It would come on every Saturday morning. It was called Lightyear of Star Command, and it was awesome. Maybe some of my nostalgia is playing into that a little bit because I thought that show was so weird. It had Wayne Knight as Zurg. Patrick Warburton took over the role of Lightyear, but there were so many different kinds of aliens, so many adventures they go on. That's a kid's, Saturday morning cartoon. And I think the movie could have at least been a bit more creative than that was. And for my liking, again, the story is a bit too safe. So right now, as it stands, as much as I do enjoy this movie, and there's so many positives, the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. The story itself really dropped the ball. So right now, I'm sitting at a 3.5 out of 5. And I think it's going to stay there. I'll have to watch it again. But Socks the Cat was great. Chris Evans, again, Keke Palmer. But there's not too many takeaways besides that, because the movie decides to shockingly play the whole film very, very safe. There's not really a lot it sets up. It's very self-contained. Yeah, I'm not really bummed about it. I think the film is again fine overall, but I just wanted something more. I wanted something unique and different. I think Pixar's so good at injecting a heart and soul in everything that they do. But we saw some creativity in the world of that character who's a he's a fake toy, right? Like he doesn't exist. I mean, now he exists, but in the world of Toy Story, he's a toy. You could have done so many different things, and I think they grounded it a bit too much. Um, so overall, I think it's a solid movie. I think it's worth your time. But I'm genuinely curious what others think about Lightyear in general, because this was again one on my list of the most anticipated films of the summer. And overall, I was entertained and satisfied. But I gotta admit, maybe a little bit let down too. So let me know what you think of Lightyear. Did it meet your expectations? Was it everything that you wanted? Is it a masterpiece? I see people on both sides saying that they either loved it, they hated it, it was just okay. I'm definitely with the crowd that thought it was fine, it was cool, but I want a bit more. Make sure to like, share, and watch us every Thursday. The main show has become more of a news cycle talk show. We're trying to keep it to about 45 minutes to 55 minutes and cover everything in the world of movie news. Me and Gabe really appreciate your support of the channel. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter as well. And we'll see you next time.